Welcome to Ausablevalleydiscgolf Valley Disc Golf. Today, me and Alex are going to give you our Dream 18. So every hole is in its exact position. So like hole 1 is a hole 1 on one of our courses. Hole 2 is a hole 2 of one of the courses. So like if we could take all 18 and put them together, they would be our Dream 18 of the courses that we played and put out to you guys today. I'm going to do the first front 9, and then Alex will do the back 9. We came up with these together. We grinded on them. It took us a few minutes, and these are the top courses that we could come up with. I'm going to give you our first 9, and the first one to start us off is Hilltop. Hilltop number 1 was probably the best starting hole that Hilltop has. It was a nice way to start off your round. It was scenic. It wasn't hard to do, but it wasn't an easy one. It was just a great way to start your round off, and that's why we went with that. Hole 2, the hill in Grayling. It's a tunnel shot. It's beautiful. It's all brought in together. It just is a great shot. I mean, it's not easy at all. You just have to hit the tunnel, and visually it's right there. Hole 3, we went with Pine Knoll Blue to A. Pine Knoll's hole 3 is its iconic hole. It's its signature hole. It has the root system right by the basket. That it's a one-of-a-kind hole. You won't find that whole type of hole anywhere, and that for that reason alone is why it is our number 3. Number 4 again is Pine Knoll. We went from blue to B, an island hole surrounded by rocks. It's super tough, and visually it's right there with all the other holes. It's tough, even though it's short. Again, it's an island, so it's very hard to make it on, and that's why we went with that. Number 5, Toboggan. Even though, we had our rough goes with Toboggan, Toboggan's number 5 is one of the iconic holes. And for us, even though we didn't play it well, it doesn't mean it's still not a nice court or a nice hole. And it's very visual that they put the grass down, and it's just a picturesque hole. And number 6 is Toboggan. We think number 5 and number 6 for Toboggan is probably one of the top combination of holes that they have. Number 6, another iconic hole. You throw up and over the hill, land on the hill, then you have to go across the valley to land on another hill, and visually it's right there. Playing wise, it's right there, and it's just something that we both decided that needed to be there. Number 7, Bear's Den. That hole, again, we love Bear's Den. Bear's Den is right there with the best courses that we've played. And so, of course, Bear's Den is going to have some holes that we just absolutely adore. And number 7 is one of those. Number 8, West Branch. That hole is a kind of like a peninsula green. You throw it, and then it's surrounded by the river, kind of wraps around it. And anytime you have water and green grass and all that, it just makes for an iconic hole. And finally, number 9 is Gaylord. Gaylord is an okay course, but number 9 we found pretty iconic. You throw over a valley, and you have to kind of make your way around, and it's just one of those, when you're up on top and you're overlooking something, the view and the scenery, it just kind of feels right, and it feels good. And so, with that being said, those are our top, or our first 9 for our Dream 18. and then Alex will give you the back nine.
All right, welcome back to our Dream 18. I'm going to start us off on the back nine. For number 10 from this year's courses, we're going with Firefighters Park. The tee off is right over the river, and then with all the green grass and the trees, it couldn't be a better iconic hole. Number 11 is Flip City. You're going from hilltop to hilltop. It is one of their signature holes, if not their signature hole. Not much more you can say about that. It's very well maintained as well. Hole 12 is Holton Lake. It's one of the prettier holes of most disc golf courses around. It's especially in the spring when everything's blooming. It's a very pretty hole. Hole 13 is from the hill. It's a big downhill shot. You can absolutely grip it and rip it and not really have to worry about much. And it makes for a great hole. Hole 14 is Buckhorn Blues. That one is a straighter shot that kind of curls off to the right. We decided to put it in there kind of because we didn't have very many hole 14s that were to the forefront of our mind, but also because it was a visually aesthetic hole. Hole 15 is also from the hill. It's a straight shot, and then you climb up the hill about halfway up the hill with tiered green. It also made for a great hole in the middle of your round. It's a very challenging hole. Hole 16 is from Toboggan. Toboggan's hole 16 is their shortest hole on the course and probably their easiest. It's probably the prettiest hole out there, and for a course that we really didn't like, to have 3 holes on the list shows you kind of how the other 15 holes were on that course. Hole 17 is from Bear's Den. It's a tunnel shot, not that far, about 250 maybe, but it's a beautiful hole, especially in midsummer. Hole 18 is from Firefighters Park. You tee off over the river, and then you finish with the basket on the riverside. It's probably the best ending hole of all the courses we played this year. And we'd like to give an honorable mention to another hole 18, and that's Pine Knoll from Blue to A with the mandatory. It's another finishing hole that was absolutely astonishing. And that will do it for our Dream 18. Once again, that was for courses that we played this year, so next year we'll have a completely different new Dream 18. But we'd like to thank everybody for watching up through Vlogmas this December, and please like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.